Pasta comes in more than 350 shapes and sizes. Each kind is shaped to hold a particular kind of sauce. So, blogger Angela Britcher from Eating with Ange is here with know-how and a healthy sauce recipe. Okay, but let's start with the know-how. 350 shapes.
You know what? There's probably hundreds more. Like there used to be a museum in Italy, in Rome, dedicated to just pasta.
There's perfect.
There's so many, and I was at Wegmans yesterday, and just this wall of pasta.
Good. It is so good, pasta.
So good, and there really is a science behind the shapes and behind the noodles.
Okay, because I pretty much put like marinara sauce on everything, so I guess I'm just scandalous.
Which is fine.
Scandalous.
So marinara is perfect for your regular spaghetti noodles, any kind of thin noodle. So the rule of thumb is the thinner the noodle, kind of the thinner, finer sauce.
Okay.
And then thicker noodles can carry heavier, heartier sauces.
Okay, you gave us a lot of background information on this, so we're just
Yes.
going to put that kind of up on the screen as we talk.
Okay, so we've got thin noodles, thin sauce, and then if you want to upgrade to maybe some fettuccine, so it's a thicker noodle, a wider noodle. This can hold Alfredo. It can hold a thick, creamy sauce, whereas this would just get really gummed up.
Okay,
In
that makes sense.
a thick, creamy sauce.
That
So
makes sense.
fettuccine, tagliatelle, pappardelle, they're like ribbons.
Ooh, that's a fun word. Tagliatelle. Wait, I didn't even do it right.
Those are great for your like thicker, creamier sauces. Maybe some seafood sauces. Okay, shells. Shells. There's a reason we make macaroni and cheese with shells because that cheesy goodness can go
little, like, puddles
inside
of cheese.
the shell. So elbows. So those are really great for things like mac and cheese. Bigger
Big shells.
Great for baking because they're so hearty, so you can shove meat in them, maybe a combination of ricotta,
Yes,
and
yes.
bake
Go on,
those
go on.
in a casserole. And those are fantastic for that. Okay, these guys, some spirals.
Yeah, I just throw marinara on them too.
Okay, marinara is great. Anything chunky.
Okay.
Because the chunks get stuck in those ridges.
Yeah.
So I like to use, like, the sauce we're going to make today would be great in here because it's got a lot of chunks, or pesto. I love to put pesto in here because I want chunks of pesto.
Okay. A few more here.
Okay, orzo. We're going to talk a little bit about orzo. Orzo, pastina, ditalini. People usually think of using those in salads or soups.
Okay.
In my house, we make dessert pasta out of it. Yeah, delicious. We've got some
Dessert pasta.
We've got some Cool Whip in here, a bunch of fruit, and a sweet custard sauce to make a dessert pasta.
All right,
When I made this morning, I thought of you, and
Did you?
this is totally up your alley, and you're kind of
Oh, I love it.
dessert pasta.
That's so cool. What else?
We've got some rigatoni here. Anything this big and hearty, this is great for holding big chunky meat sauces, a bolognese, a ragu. This is great for meatballs. I say if you've got a good meatball, you can use it with any kind of sauce. Cool. It's delicious. But rigatoni, big guys, big chunky hearty sauces.
And then finally?
Anything filled. So I've got some tortellini here or ravioli. If they're fresh and you've got a great filling, don't add a lot of sauce because you really want that filling to play center stage. But if you've got dried ones and they're small like this, they're really great in soups.
That's good. So can you really quickly run us through this recipe?
Sure. So I've got some garlic going here, and we're just going to dump everything in.
Okay.
That's all we're going to do.
Really? I can just start dumping?
We've got some sun-dried tomatoes. We've got some roasted tomatoes, olives, cannellini beans, and what we decided is our favorite ingredient, artichoke hearts. And then I'm just going to add a little salt and pepper. And we are going to have these over zucchini noodles. I know that a lot of people are not having pasta right now, which makes me terribly sad. But
I'm with you.
If that is your choice, I understand, and I want you to have a delicious sauce as well. So with the zucchini noodles, just be sure to not overcook them. 5 minutes.
Okay.
5 minutes in a pan like this, maybe a little oil. I like to use Wegmans basting oil because it already comes with all this delicious stuff in it.
Good
and
call.
with this, you don't need to cook it. We're just going to heat it through, and then we're just going to serve it over
Very good.
zucchini noodles with some Parmesan cheese.
See, no marinara needed.
No, good chunks and artichoke hearts.
Well, really good. We're going to put all of your tips plus the recipe at goodsapa.com. Also want to point out you can find Ange on lots of social media channels. She's really everywhere. Yeah, lots of great tips. Thanks, Ange.
Thank
Always
you.
good to have you on the show.